Yeah, what's up everybody and welcome back to Lore Reactions. My name is Wolfie, and today we're going to be taking a look at issue number 27 of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic series. Let's begin. So yes, if you guys are new to these comic reviews, here's how they normally go. First I tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and then I give it a score. But before we do that, I must read it back to you guys in an overly dramatic fashion. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sad, but this one kinda got to me. You're about to see why. Let's begin. Vista View. Our comic book picks up right into the middle of the action, right where we left off last time, with Amy and Tails taking on Zomom. And things right off the bat aren't looking too good for our heroes. How is someone that big that fast? Just keep running! No, we came here to get that Chaos Emerald and end this nightmare. Yeah! As Amy turns, she pulls out her Pico Hammer and immediately swings on Zomom, nailing him directly in the face. I can't believe that worked! Red flavor. Stop that, you gross weirdo! Once again, Amy and Tails begin their attack on Zomom, hitting him with everything they've got, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. Ow! I'm gonna chew you extra hard before swallowing! He's being metaphorical, right? Why bother with us when you can have my lunch? I dropped it while you were chasing us, which is too bad because it looked really yummy. Oh! Where? I'm starving! As Zomom takes off running, Tails and Amy are left behind to plan the next move. Tails, what are we gonna do? Zomom is too strong for us to take down, and too stupid to outwit. I don't know. Sonic made this look way easier before. He seems easily distracted. What if one of us baited him while the other grabbed the emerald? It's risky, but it's worth a shot. There's nothing here! You lied to me! Now you made me hungry and angry. I'm hangry. You wouldn't like me when I'm hangry. And as Zomom becomes enraged, he starts drawing from the Chaos Emerald's power, using it to call all the Zombots in the nearby area. Yo! Time to get to higher ground! I don't think that's going to work. As Tails flies Amy up to the rooftops, we can see the Zombots are giving chase, relentlessly clawing their way up the wall to get to them. Sunset City. Gemerl? Hahaha, he can't hear you anymore, brat. You brought a robot to fight me when you knew I could control machines? Honestly, how stupid are you? Please don't do it. I know you wanted me to stay behind, but it was because you wanted me to be safe, remember? The Gemerl I know is too tough to be pushed around. You have a kind heart. I believe in you, Gemerl. I know you will listen to your heart. As Gemerl draws nearer to Cream, he suddenly lashes out, striking himself on the side of his head. You did it! Foreign signal identified. Wireless receiver critically damaged. Electromagnetic signals disrupted. But you heard me. Yes. Ugh, you're making me get up and work. Fine. If you're going to make me get my hands dirty, I'm gonna have some fun with it. As Zeena draws the power from the Chaos Emerald, we see that Gemerl's limbs are quickly taken under her control. Gemerl! Fight her! External interference. Cannot override. Duck! Gemerl, while still under the control of Zeena, takes a swing at Cream. As she ducks to dodge the attack, she immediately goes into a spin dash, launching herself directly at Zeena and making a direct hit. You hit me! I hate fighting, I hate seeing my friends hurt and scared, and I hate how mean you are! Zeena, now completely fed up with Cream, begins using Gemerl's body as a weapon, launching him at her repeatedly before throwing him to the Zombots. Gemerl, no! And while Cream is still distracted, Zeena comes up from behind, kicking her before grabbing her up by the ears. I know your type. The good little girl who works so hard to please everyone. You think you're so much better than me because you've got the moral high ground, huh? Look where all that got you, sweetie. What's the matter? I thought you'd be friends with everyone. As we return back to Vista View, we see Amy and Tails still on the run from the Zombots that Zomom sicked on them. We can't keep this up. I'm thinking. You two are so annoying. Zomom gives chase as well, launching himself way up into the sky before careening down onto the rooftop that Amy and Tails were on, causing it to crumble under his weight. Tails! Before Amy can fall through, Tails scoops her up and takes her off to the next rooftop before collapsing from exhaustion. Are you okay? Yeah, just worn out.
But we've got to keep moving. No, we need to stay right here. While Tails and Amy peek over the side of the roof, they can see Zomom quickly approaching them from underground. Hold it. Wait for it. Now! On Tails' signal, they both begin their attack on the holding mechanism that was keeping the gate open, causing it to crash down upon Zomom's body.
Ow.
How do you like that? Overpowered and outsmarted. And with that, Tails removes the Chaos Emerald from Zomom, leaving him to fend for himself.
Hey, get back here! Without that, I can't control the... Oh.
Back at Sunset City, we see Zeena still holds Cream captive, about to throw her into the Zombot horde. My arm's starting to cramp. This has been cathartic, but we're done, brat. No! All of a sudden, Gemerl gets a second win, blasting the Zombots away and making a beeline straight for Zeena. What the? Gemerl grabs Zeena by the hair and flings her back, slamming her into the concrete. You saved me. Are you alright? I am if you are. Neither of you will be! Zeena makes one last desperate attempt to take control of Gemerl. However, this time he's prepared, and uses her own attack against her, wrapping her up in her own technique. Ugh! Cream, now! No! Get off me! I got it! With the Chaos Emerald removed from Zeena, her power over Gemerl is quickly lost, and he is not happy about it. No! You hurt Cream. Using all of his strength, he grabs Zeena once more by the hair, spinning her round and round before flinging her into the horde of Zombots, letting them take care of the rest. Get off me! Don't you dare! With Zeena now disposed of by the Zombots she once controlled, Gemerl and Cream share a moment. I'm sorry, Gemerl. Do not be. I required your assistance after all. Thank you. Yes, but... I got sick. I don't want to make the others sick. So go back on your own. I'll be brave. I'll just hide my eyes. Like it's a scary movie. Despite Cream's pleas to leave her behind, Gemerl does the opposite, throwing the Chaos Emerald back into the portal before picking her up and flying off into the distance. Gemerl? I will stay with you until you are well. As our scene shifts back to Angel Island, we see Sonic and Eggman looking into the horizon. Yo, Eggman, you see what I see? Blast it all! We're out of time! Zavix found us! Next time, the final fight continues. God, it's like every single time I say the situation can't get worse for our heroes, it literally gets worse and worse. This one hit me right in the feels. Like, we'll get to that moment, but first, I'm gonna say what I liked, what I didn't like, and let's get this review part started. So, that was issue number 27, and yeah, this one feels like the beginning of the, yeah, this is, as we know, this is the end of the Zombot virus arc. We're kind of wrapping things up here, but like I said, the situation still seems to be getting worse, but like better but worse. It's weird how it's going, but like we have a victory here and a bittersweet victory on the other side. Let me get into that. So this one is a treat for I'd like to say Tails and Amy fans. I'm pretty sure you guys will be kind of satisfied of how this one went for you guys. You got to see Tails and Amy fighting together as a team. This is something you don't normally really get to see that often. I mean, unless you played Sonic Advance 3 a lot, you know, the team of Tails and Amy, or Amy and Tails. To the fact that actually, if you look closely at one of the panels when Amy is jumping up on the roof, it looks like she's using that hammer move that like she used in Sonic Adventure, where she hits the ground with the hammer while she's running and she does like a flip. Or I think it's the Sonic Advance one where she like smashes the ground and she does like a big jump. So that's a nice little callback there, and I'm like, that couldn't have been like accidental. That seems super intentional. Yeah, of course it's intentional. These writers and artists know exactly what they're doing here. But yeah, I like the little minor Easter egg callback to the actual in-game moves for the characters. But yeah, Tails and Amy working together trying to beat Zomom, and the fact that Zomom is so tough that he took a full hit from Amy's hammer right in the face. And I don't know what Zeddies are made of, or at least what Zomom is made of, but like, he just kind of, like a cartoon character, just his face just kind of caves in, and then he just turns out he's eating the hammer. It's like, I bet you Zomom is like, his ability is that he can eat anything. I'd imagine he likes to eat food, but I imagine if he really wanted to, like if he was really hungry, I imagine this dude could probably eat anything that you throw at him. The fact that he was trying to eat Amy's hammer is proof of that. Yeah, it goes to show that everybody kind of, you know, Zomom is probably the most, I'll probably say the least popular of the Zeddy, and that's not saying much because Zeddies aren't that popular with the majority of the Sonic fandom. There are Deadly Six fans, there are Zavik fans, I know that for sure, but I don't think I've ever seen a Zomom, like a crazy Zomom fan. Now that I said that, they're gonna appear in the comment section and be like, "You're wrong, Wolfie. I am the #1 Zomom fan. I know everything there is about Zomom." But look, chill. I'm just saying, in this instance, you don't really think of Zomom as being that big of a threat. He's just big and dumb, is what you think. But when you see like Amy and Tails like trying to outsmart him and also trying to just physically overpower him, and they can't, it makes you wonder, just like, how strong is Sonic, like, right now? Like, right? Sonic dealt with all the Deadly Six by himself. Like, each one of them he took on by himself. Soloed each of them. And the fact that Amy and Tails combined could not defeat Zomom unless they outsmarted him straight up. Like, they could not beat him. They could not overpower him. And he, like they said, he's too dumb to outsmart. I guess not really, though, because they dropped the gate on him. And boy, man, Zomom gets it bad, don't he? Kinda. It's like, you kinda got what you deserve. It's like, you know, that's what happens. That's what you get. Like, you act a Mickey, you get the business. Like, but the way he got it is bad, man. Like, pinned by a gate, and you're just like watching the Zombots as they close. That is a scene from like Walking Dead, just like the bad guy getting their comeuppance, like pinned under the gate, just forced to sit there as the Zombots infect him. So that's the end of Zomom, unless I mean, we didn't technically see, like, you know, it's like the Walking Dead or superhero or anime logic. If we don't see him die, he could still very much be alive, but I'm pretty sure they imply that he's gonna get infected. He looked pretty pinned there. I don't think he's getting out of that, and the Zombots are right freaking there, so he's not escaping that. The other fight, this one's the Heartbreaker. This is the one that, if you're a fan of Sonic since the Advance series, or you happen, or I guess Heroes too, now I'm thinking about it. If you like Cream the Rabbit, you're gonna reel when you see this one. The Zeena versus Gemerl and Cream fight was full of surprises that I did not see coming. For example, the fact that Zeena tried to control Gemerl, and we all discussed this in the comment section last time. Everybody was talking about, okay, so Gemerl will have to be able to overpower her, like, mind controller. Maybe he's special in some sort of way, because we know Gemerl has like all these hidden abilities and stuff like that, because he's still using, I believe he is still rebuilt, or at least based off of Emerald from Sonic Battle on Game Boy Advance, who has all these like miscellaneous powers and the abilities to do all these different things that no robot like him was ever able to do before. But yeah, Gemerl was able to, I guess, punch out the part of his, like, the part of his, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like hardware that like broke it, so like he couldn't be electromagnetically controlled anymore. So like he couldn't be controlled, but even still, even though he broke that and he wasn't able to be like controlled mentally, is a robot, can you control the robot mentally? Control his programming, I guess. She was still able to control his limbs using the power, I guess her natural abilities that are boosted by the red Chaos Emerald. You can see like she was drawing energy from the Chaos Emerald to control Gemerl's limbs and cause him to attack Cream. So I guess that kind of makes sense, because in her boss battle on Sonic Lost World, didn't she also kind of use that kind of like a weird electronic tether? She was like spinning a ball at you and stuff like that. And anyway, good use, like a nice callback to her actual abilities to control, I guess, inanimate objects like that. But yeah, Gemerl pulling through, able to not only get the jump on Xena, but the fact, man, you know what's so satisfying about this book too? The fact that Gemerl gets his hands on Xena not once, but twice, like straight up grabs her by the hair and it's like, grabs her by her freaking cheap wig and just
So long, Bowser.
like it's like straight up like a scene from Mario 64, just straight up just grabs her by the hair, spins her around and just flings her. I'm like, yes, finally, one of the Zeddy getting what's coming to them. I guess Zeddy are super tough, man. I don't know what the heck they're made out of, but they can take some hits. Yeah. Also, she gets what she deserves, thrown into the crowd of Zombots that she once had control over. How about that, Xena? How about that? That's what you get from messing with Cream. Man, Gemerl does not take any guff when it comes to Cream. Like, you put hands on Cream, he's gonna put hands on you. Just know that. Frickin' heck, man. That's one of the best beatdowns in this comic I've seen so far, and we've got more to come here soon, probably. But yeah, despite all that and how, you know, elated we all were when we read up to that point, if you actually looked very close, there is actually a nice little attention to detail that I didn't notice until I reread it. I missed it the first time because I was so enthralled by the book. But if you look really closely, right around the time Cream snatches the Chaos Emerald from Xena, if you look at Xena in the next panel, when she's looking at her hands and she goes no, she's not saying no because the Chaos Emerald is gone. She's saying no because she's infected. It's like, maybe I could put the panel somewhere, like there, like, or somewhere, anywhere. You look literally closely, you can see Xena was already infected before she got thrown into the crowd of Zombots. Basically, Gemerl just finished her off. She was already done, but Gemerl finished her off. So yeah, Cream was, I'm curious to when Cream actually got infected. I'm trying to look at like the panels here, and I'm not really seeing it on her. Like, she was infected on her right arm, but you can't really see her right arm in any of the panels. So I guess at some point during that battle, Cream might have accidentally gotten touched. So Xena got cross-contaminated from Cream, so that's what you get, Xena, for acting like a jerk and treating Cream like that. So there you go. Couldn't have happened to a nicer lady. So Zomom is gone. Xena is gone. Those two both got the business by their own Zombots, and that's very fitting. But man, just that moment of just when Cream and Gemerl are just kind of like, oh no, you're infected. And Gemerl being the best protective big bro robot. I don't know what he is to her, like as far as familial relationship. They're very, I see them as more of like a family type thing. Like Gemerl is like a protector guardian type for Cream. Say whatever you want it to be, big brother, whatever. Best protective robot ever. The fact that he doesn't leave her behind, even though technically speaking the group could really use his help to fight back on the island, but then again, I guess he's now used to help fight Zavik once he gets to Angel Island, which we saw at the end of this comic, because as we saw, he can still be controlled. Well, actually he can't be controlled anymore. He broke that part of his head, so he still could have been a big help. But no, his priorities definitely lie with Cream, and that's exactly what he decided to stick with. He's like, I will stay with you until the very end. And that right there, that last panel where she's turning in his arms, and I was like, oh no, it killed me. I was like, oh man, not Cream, not anybody but Cream. But I mean, unfortunately, it was spoiled that was gonna happen because I mean, I can't say it's a spoiler. The cover shows that it was gonna happen, but yeah. I was like, I didn't think it was, I didn't know how it was going to happen, but man, the way that last panel that's framed with Gemerl carrying Cream into the sunset, and him going to stay, and the fact that he's going to stay with her while she turns so she's not by herself, and like, you know, so he's going to be with her, because he can't get infected. He's going to be with her until they can eventually reverse this, hopefully. That right there is just a nice little reassuring thing, like a nice moment in this horrible, horrible moment. Bittersweet, I guess is the way to describe that moment. But yeah, man, it's like I was doing like the I was doing like that little moment right there as I read that. I was like, God dang it. And of course, the last panel, Zavik finding them on Angel Island. I guess it was only a matter of time, but you forget, it's not just infected Sonic and Eggman on the island, as well as Knuckles. I'm trying to think, who else is on the island still? Knuckles is still watching Master Emerald, so he's on the island still. Eggman's there, infected Sonic is there, a bunch of the survivors that they brought, there, are already there. And Rouge the Bat and Orbot and Cubot are also aboard the fake ship. So those are the current heroes who are left. Unless we're counting Tails and Amy, who are probably on the way back through the portal as well. So far, 2 of the Chaos Emeralds have been gotten. We need the other, the other 4 that are still spread. Old Man has one, the Emo one, Zor has one, Zavik has one, Zaz has one. What's the other one? Hang on. Deadly 6. So wait, Zomom had one, got that. Xena had that. Where the heck is the last one? Hang on, what, did I lose track of them? Zomom, Zeena. Both infected, both gone. 2 Chaos Emeralds down. Zavik has one. Oh, that's right. One is aboard, one is on the throne of the fake ship that's keeping it afloat. That's powering it. Okay, got it. I lost track of one. I was like, wait a minute. I thought everyone had one. That would mean there's 6 of them, but that means there's one still left. 7 Chaos Emeralds, got it. Did the math. All right. So yeah, that's how that book ends. And so the next issue, it looks like it's going to be focusing on SBO and Zaz, as well as the fight with Silver and Whisper fighting Zor. And then after that, no, Silver and Whisper are fighting the Old Man. Don't tell me. No, wait, who's fighting Zor? No, Silver and Whisper are fighting Zor. Who's fighting? Oh, the Babylon Rogues are fighting the Old Man. Damn it, I got them all reversed. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, because Zor's the emo one, and Silver tried to use his psychic abilities on him, but Zor broke out of it somehow. Okay, so that's where we're headed next issue. Hopefully, I like this one a lot, because there was a lot of action in this one, and yeah, things happened. This Zombot arc is gonna have to, like, I don't know how they're gonna reverse this, but it's not looking good for our heroes. It's looking good, but not so good. Like, there's hope, but also it's still kind of riding that fine line between hope and hopelessness. Hopefully we'll get a bone thrown our way in the next issue. Hopefully we'll start seeing our heroes pulling through. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there any other Easter eggs that I'm trying to remember? Is there anything I didn't like about this book? No, I feel I got exactly what I wanted. I got to see some Zeddy get taken out. I got to see Tails and Amy do something. Cream got to do a little bit of something. She's not a fighter. We should state that. As much as we all like to joke that she is a god slayer, but she's not a fighter. She doesn't like fighting, so her actually jumping into the fray and actually managing to help out Gemerl is... I don't think Gemerl would have actually been able to do it by himself, now that I think about it. Sure, she got infected in the process, but it's a sacrifice that will hopefully pay off, and we'll see a happy ending as a result of Cream's sacrifice. But she's not alone, at least. She's not alone, so there's a little bit of something there. Is there any other Easter eggs? I'm trying to rack my brain right now. Nothing that I can really think of, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this book. Like, let's all have a moment for Cream in the comment section. Let's all remember the good times of Cream. Yeah. Alright, so she joins the list of fallen heroes now. Avenge the Fallen. We need like an Avenger style poster with all the Sonic characters who have fallen to the virus. Let me know what you all thought of this book in the comments below. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already for more comic book review videos like this one. And if you're feeling generous, if you'd like to maybe show further support for the channels and these videos here, these little comic reviews, you can check out my Patreon. We have everything, like our tiers are from $1 and above. And yeah, the certain tier patrons will get the comic reviews earlier, like a day earlier. It's a small perk, but something I can offer in the meantime. Oh, I forgot to give it a score. This one gets a 8.5 3 out of 10. I like this one a lot. There are so many emotional moments. Like, every book seems to go through hopelessness, despair, small hope, emotional moment, and then it ends with cliffhanger. Like, each book seems to follow that same formula. Hopelessness, small hope, despair, emotional moment, cliffhanger. Keeps going in that order. So, emotional moment of this one nearly killed me. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. Cream and Charming, same age. Both met their end the same way. That's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching this comic review video. In the meantime, I will see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. So in the meantime, guys, stay tuned.